Hello, this is Jonathan from Melbourne Aquaponics. In this video today I would like to talk about a mistake that I made a few months ago in one of my aquaponics setup, and that's the reason why even today it's still not working really well, one of them. If you look behind me you can see that the two grow beds here are very green, and you see that one of them is very poor in terms of plant growth. And in this video I will explain you what I did, what is the big mistake that I made, and how you're gonna avoid it. Before anything, don't forget that you can get the free bonus or free gift from the link below this video. So one of the bonus is obviously a 6-step process to help you to build your own aquaponics setup. Please like the video and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So if you are watching this channel for a while, if you subscribe to this channel, you know that I am dealing with this aquaponics setup. Dealing with this aquaponics setup, I have to maintain a good pH. The pH needs to stay around 7, and to do so, we add some things into the aquaponics setup. We add some minerals, some calcium, to basically increase the pH all the time, because the pH naturally decreases into the aquaponics setup. If you want more information about this specific topic, you can see the free bonus video that is into the description of the video. It's how to keep your vegetables strong, green and healthy, and this video is really linked to the topic that we're going to develop today. So here into this aquaponics setup, what I do is that I add some eggshells, I add some seashells, and some more other mineral powders to maintain the pH at 7. Now it can be a bit time consuming sometimes to get some eggshells and seashells and to peel the seashells, you know. So one day I was walking on the beach and I could see on the beach all those little particles or pieces of shells that were on the beach. And actually I will show you. I took those pieces of shells and I put them in a bag, and that's what I got here. So if you look in this bag, you got a lot of little shells. They are broken down, and so what I did, I just took basically this whole volume straight from the ground, because I thought it was full of seashells, and I thought if I put this bag, so, you know, I just put it into a stocking, and I thought if I put this bag under the outlet of the water flow of the pump, it will basically dissolve the shells. That's what I do normally when I collect the shells by themselves. The problem, and what I didn't realize, is that here inside there is a mix of different particles, different rocks, but some of them are actually not shells. There are some rocks of different kinds of rocks, right? And the issue I am facing is that the day when I put this thing in the system, the same day I could see that all the vegetables were looking a bit down, and during the week I lost all of them. They all died. Fortunately the fish didn't have any problem with it, but I lost all my vegetables, and this was probably more than 6 months ago, and I still have a setup that is very weak, and if you look at the vegetables, they are not growing well at all. So you see, by a simple little mistake like that, it took me 5 minutes to make this bag and to put it in the setup, and now 6 months later I still have problems to grow vegetables. So obviously into this bag there is something that is definitely not good for your aquaponics setup. I am not sure what it is, but I suspect that I got some copper inside this bag. Maybe just a thin granular of copper. It's enough, you know. Copper is very bad. I mean, at high density, it can have a very negative impact on the vegetables growth, on the plant growth. You know, if you got an aquarium, the aquarium shops, they sell some special liquids to kill all the algae into the aquarium, and those liquids, most of the time, they are made from copper. They are copper solutions, because all the plants, aquatic plants or algae, they don't really like high concentration of copper. And that's probably what I got here. So in this video, what I want to tell you basically is don't put anything in your setup if you don't know what it is. You know, the media, you need to know what is into your media, but then if you add some minerals or if you add something to increase the pH, make sure that you know 100% of what is in it, and don't just add some things that you find on the beach, such as what I did. If you collect the shells one by one, you know what it is, you identify it, so you know that in the shells you got a combination of calcium or silicium, sometimes you got some aragonite, a lot of very, very good minerals, but here, when you take a big bucket of little rocks, basically, that are on the shore, even if you see that most of it is done, or is particles of seashells, you got some other particles that you don't know what it is. So don't do this kind of things, and whatever you put in your system, make sure you know what it is, and you are not going to introduce any metals. You know that in aquaponics, metals are very toxic, can be very toxic, so always stay away from metals. If you have pipes and everything, keep the pipes in plastic, and even the tape. That's one of the big mistakes that I see very often, people who put tape in metal tapes in the aquaponics setup. So that's definitely not something that you want. You want everything in plastic where that is adapted, that is food grade, where you are not going to have any migration from the plastic to the water. But also make sure that you don't add anything to increase the pH that you don't know what it is. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are watching this video on YouTube, you will see that on the description of the video just below, you will have access to some free gifts. First, you have access to a 6-step process to be able to build your own aquaponics system in good conditions. I developed this 6-step process because I found that too many beginners are basically starting aquaponics with a wrong design. So if you want to build your own aquaponics setup, please just follow this 6-step process. It's completely free, right? I really designed it to help you to build your setup in good conditions and therefore to succeed in aquaponics. The second gift is for people who already have aquaponics. A very common problem we have in aquaponics is that we got the leaves of the vegetables that are turning yellow. And the reason why is because basically in aquaponics we sometimes need to add some minerals, otherwise the vegetables have some deficiencies. So if you have this problem, I made a special video about it as well, and you can have access to it in the description of the video. It's the free bonus video. If you are very interested into aquaponics, you can also have access to a webinar, a free webinar specific to aquaponics. I deliver a lot of information. Finally, you are probably aware that I wrote a digital aquaponics manual called The Art of Aquaponics, and you can have access to a free excerpt of this aquaponics manual where I add a lot of value and I give you a lot of my knowledge about aquaponics. So don't forget that you can have access to those 4 gifts on the description of the video, and I'm sure they're going to help you to develop your aquaponics setup and to produce your own sustainable and healthy food in good conditions. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to get your free gift from this screen. You can also leave me a comment below the video, subscribe to the channel and see my last video. I really hope to see you soon, and I wish you a fantastic success with aquaponics. Have a good crop!